Once upon a time, all the best stories start with once upon a time, there was an English teacher. She didn't start life as an English teacher, but that's where she ended up. She worked for language schools who wanted her to sell courses and books. She worked for companies who wanted their employees to learn English in 6 weeks for an hour and a half a week. She even worked for colleges who wanted their students to get pieces of paper that said they could speak English. She also went on training courses to get pieces of paper to tell people that she could teach English. But after a while she realized she didn't actually like teaching English. She decided she'd rather help people to learn English. She decided the only methodology that really worked was the JDI methodology. Just do it. She started a little website for her students so that they could actually practice their English and communicate with her. She called herself Your Teacher because she was a bit shy. It made her sad when she realized her students didn't want to practice their English. Oh no, they wanted to be taught English. After all, that's what she was being paid for. Now, that could have been that, but she had forgotten one thing, and that was the World Wide Web is called the World Wide Web for a reason. Slowly but surely, people who weren't in her classes and weren't paying her money to teach them English started to contact her. They told her stories of how no one would speak English with them unless they paid them. They told her stories of being taught to melt fridges and then being told off because they told their teacher it would be dangerous. They told her stories of being taught to ask for castrated coffee instead of decaffeinated because their teacher thought it would be funny. They told her that the only way they could afford to practice their English was by attending religious classes. They told her that they'd been learning English alone for years. They told her that they hadn't been allowed to learn English. Sometimes they told her that they hated English. Well, she loved English. So she started a little forum where people could ask her if they should melt their fridge or if they should maybe simply defrost it. The little forum got hacked. She wrote lots of pages about grammar and vocabulary, and she bought images so that the vocabulary would be interesting. But the pages got hacked, and the content got stolen, and the images got hot-linked. And pretty soon they were all over the internet. She decided websites and forums could be copied and hacked, but she couldn't. She started recording English. The recordings got hot-linked. The World Wide Web was turning into an exciting place, but she decided the best way to help people to learn English was to start speaking English. She started voice sessions. They got hacked. She changed venue more than once and made it only possible for very determined people to find her. She moved platforms, forums, voice services and websites until in the end she threw all her money into her own website. She ran out of money. So she advertised on her website so she could run the website. She never advertised herself. She waited for people who wanted to learn English to find her. She asked the visitors to the forums and websites to help each other, and some did. Others just wanted to be taught English. Some lovely English speakers found her and helped out when they could. Some people asked to help, but only wanted to make money. They wanted her to give proper courses and to charge for premium content. They wanted to invest in her company. What company, she asked. So she set up a company, but as a not-for-profit, so that people would stop phoning her up and asking her if they could buy shares in her company, and she started the Learn English Network. Some people said she wasn't who she said she was, and some people said she must be a man, and some people even started saying they were her, so she started using her real name. She started exploring virtual worlds where people could experience English. She played around on social networking sites and searched for new ways that people could communicate with each other and experiment and have fun with English. She started making videos. She even started broadcasting. But she didn't do any of this alone. Most people she knew didn't understand what she was doing. Some people didn't like what she was doing. But lots of other people helped when they could. Some of them went above and beyond anything she could have expected. The forum still gets hacked. The content still gets stolen. But it's all good. After all, you can't copy or steal people.